Sup YouTube, it's your boy Lord Shimron, and I'm here today with another what if. This what if is, what if Deku was a half fairy? Now I know what you might be saying. Wait, what, a half fairy? Number one, how is this possible? Number two, why? Well, I've been watching some other what ifs, like what if Meliodas was Deku's father, or what if Deku was Meliodas' son, or what if Deku had Bond's immortality. I was thinking, just some people are making Seven Deadly Sins. What if I should make one too? So this is how it all starts. After King, okay, after King figures out the fairy king's force has burnt down, he tried to find ways to bring it back, right? Trying to find ways to go back in time, right? And he finds a spell book, which sends him to another dimension, the My Hero Academia dimension. And while there, okay, he fought like he's always in his fat form. He can't turn back into his little kid form for some reason. And basically, he starts like being athletic because he's like, okay, well, since I can't be in my kid form and move fast like regularly, I should get some exercise. And so he gets exercise, and he becomes slimmer. And him becoming slimmer makes him like stronger. And he falls in love with this green haired woman, Izuku's mom, and they have Midoriya. And after like when Midoriya was about 4, his dad died tragically, but he really didn't die. What happened was he found the spell to go back to his old world, so he faked his death and was sent back to the Seven Deadly Sins world. And after that, Deku was like heartbroken, right? So he ran away to the forest. And when he ran away, he found this giant tree, and it's like the holy tree or whatever, the fairy king's tree, right? And basically, King planted one here in the My Hero Academia world, and only Deku and him can see it because everybody else they can't see it because they're not fairies. And Deku's like sitting there under the tree, and he's like, "Wait, didn't my dad say you plant one of these trees?" Because his dad took him out in the forest one day to see a giant tree that he planted, and he's like, "Oh, only you and me can see it, Deku." And Deku was like, "Whoa!" And like when he was turned 5, and his so-called quirk was supposed to be forming, he like already had it when he was 4, so he didn't have to go to the doctor because because the next day, right, Deku didn't want to get out of bed, right, and he wanted a cup of water. So literally, the potted plant that was like maybe next to the door that they had got up, grabbed a cup of water, walked into Deku's room, and gave it to him. Okay, he's controlling the plants to do this, and Deku's mom hears the potted plant moving, and she's like, "Izuku, what are you doing?" And she walks out and sees the plant go into his room and give him the glass of water, and then go sit back down. And Deku's mom was like, "What was that?" "Oh, I think my quirk just awakened." And Deku's mom and him are having fun, jumping around like, "Yay!" And when he goes to school, okay, he's like one of the ones who already has his quirk unlocked. And since he has his quirk unlocked, Bakugo's like, "Whoa, that's cool." And basically, like, he shows everybody, he takes like a little leaf and turns it into a giant rose. I mean, a bouquet of roses, and they're like, "Whoa, cool!" And start applauding, and like for the like okay until the Sludgeville attack, everything in his life was normal. Like, okay, nobody bullied him. He was friends with most people. He was being nice. And when he was walking home, taking a shortcut, he was trying to hurry. Okay, something came out of the sewer, something green, and Deku thought it was some algae maybe that sprayed out because somebody was doing some work, but it was actually the sludge villain, and it straight up grabbed him and started suffocating him, and tried to get inside his body. Okay, and all I was running late because he tripped on the building, like he was running, and he tripped on like the ledge, and he all about to fall. So he had to catch his balance and jump again. And he's about to jump down and do a Texas smash, right? And Deku's about to die like in a couple of seconds, right? And then something flies past All Might's head, like super speed, pew! And All Might's like, what was that? Was that a spear? And it flies past his head, okay? And it comes and chops up the sludge villain, okay, into little baby pieces. And the sludge villain starts reforming. And before he's even done reforming, All Might jumps down and does Texas Smash! And obliterates him. Well, not obliterates him, but knocks him out. Okay? And he's like, what is that? And he's pointing to Midoriya's dad's spear. Or he's like, oh, this is what my dad used to use. What, your dad was the 12th hero? And he's like, yeah. Did you know him? He's like, oh yeah, me and him met up one time. And he told me that, whatever I do, make sure I protect the forest. Because the forest, and humans and the forest need each other. And it's like, oh, yeah, he told me that every time I looked at a plant, you and nature need each other, okay? And basically, what happens is he gets his autograph, right? And he doesn't. All Might does not drop the sludge villain. He safely brings it to the thing. So Bakugo and Bakugo's on the news and all that doesn't happen. So the next day, okay, Deku's going to the beach to do some cleanup because he wants to help nature, and he sees All Might there with some other kid. No, it's not Bakugo. It's what's his name? The kid who can face two solid objects. That one. And he's like, Deku's shocked. He's like, wait, what? And what happens is, Deku, okay, he learned that All Might told Deku that he has the quirk and all that, right? And Deku did not want it. He said, no, you shouldn't give it to me. You should give it to somebody else, right? Because he's like, well, I'm not the one who actually fights. The plants do all the work. Like, oh, the spear, it comes here and fights for me. I don't grab the spear, stab stuff or something like that. And Deku's right. Like, he doesn't get out and fight. So what happens is, All Might's like, well, let me think of something. If they do a little battle, it will show Midoriya that he needs balance between fighting with his fists and fighting with his weapons. So he does a little battle, saying, don't not use either of your quirks, right? So basically, the kid wins who can face through stuff, solid objects, right? He straight up wins, okay? Starts punching Deku, bam! And really, he's like, he doesn't knock him out, but he like really beats him real hard, okay? And Deku's, and All Might's like, Deku, do you know why you lost? And he's like, no, why? And Deku's like, All Might's like, you lost because you do not have balance between yourself. You do not have physical strength and your powers. You have to have physical strength and your powers at the same time. You can't just have one over the other. So Deku goes home that day, trains, okay, and he does a little just a couple of push-ups, sit-ups, okay, and he signs up for kung fu class. Martial art classes, and he goes the next day, and for the whole 6 months, he just learns how to train. He's training himself, right? And most of his time, he's trying to change the spear into other things, right? He's not really able to change it into anything else yet, except for like, he's able to change the thing into like about 10 kunai knives or the little bumblebee thing. Okay, only 10 of those because he hasn't mastered it yet to where he can shoot 1,000. So he's like shooting a couple like 10, and he can turn it into a pillow, and he can turn it into like the spear, and it's like okay, and he's like buff like he is in the anime, and he's like okay, he's going to the My Hero Academia. I mean, he's going to the test thing, right? And while there, he's about to trip, and he trips, right? He's about to fall, and Uraraka's about to save him, right? But he starts floating without her touching him, okay? And he's surprised, and she's surprised. He's like, wait, am I floating? And he's like, oh yeah, my dad has this other ability too. It's like he can float without like touching the ground and without using his pillow. And Uraka thought that her quirk somehow got stronger and she was able to like float people permanently. I mean, like, not float people permanently. I mean, like, float people while touching them, right? And she asked, like, is that like your ability, or is it like, did I do something? He's like, oh no, my dad had this ability. He was able to like float, and he's like, oh, okay, and oh, my name is Uchakura, and he's like, oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya, and they become a little bit of friends, and they go inside, okay, and Deku sits right next to Bakugo, and Bakugo was like, well, time to take the test. Good luck. And he's actually a little bit nicer than regular, okay, Bakugo, because he learns that Deku's parent was like the 12th hero, okay? He's a hero, so he's gonna surpass his dad and become better. And Bakugo was like, well, and after Deku gets a good score, okay, on the test, on the real exam, okay, it was regular, like everybody else, it's regular, okay? And the physical, the robot thing, right? Deku's, the countdown starts. 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's where we're leaving it off today, folks. I hope y'all have a good day. If this video reaches 50 likes, okay, I will make another video about something different at 10 o'clock, okay? Please like and share the video and subscribe. Bye.